What's up, y'all? Bring you guys another video. Devin Haney versus Joseph Jojo Diaz. Who do y'all think is gonna win this fight? Before I get more into the video, I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe for more boxing and please hit that like button. It helps out the video. It helps out the channel. I'd really appreciate it. So this fight between Devin Haney and Joseph Diaz, I just realized I didn't make a prediction video on it, but it is the fight of the weekend. It's the fight that most people are talking about. To those who don't know yet, the fight will be shown live on DAZN over at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas, Nevada, USA. To be shown live on the 4th of December, December 4th, 2021, live on DAZN all over the world. As long as your country have DAZN, tune into DAZN and you won't miss it. So, yeah, this fight's a very good fight. It's a very, very good fight. Devin Haney will be defending his WBC lightweight title. A lot is at stake in this fight. The winner of this fight will most likely fight George Kambosos Jr. next. I gotta say, man, I feel like a lot of people should start considering George Kambosos Jr. the undisputed champion. Before I talk about Diaz and Haney, I feel like people should recognize George as the undisputed champion, and instead of saying that in order for it to be considered undisputed, George needs to fight Devin Haney and beat Devin Haney. I look at it the other way around. The way I look at it, in order for Devin Haney to be considered a real legitimate champion, he has to beat George Kambosos Jr. Because honestly, that belt that he has right now, I mean, who did he really beat to get that belt? Yes, he's coming off a good win against Jorge Linares, but he didn't really beat anyone to really legitimize that claim that he is the world champion, in comparison to Teofimo Lopez beating Vasily Lomachenko, and in comparison to George Kambosos beating Teofimo Lopez. So, anyway, Devin Haney, a little bit more about him, also known as The Dream, 23 years old, 26 wins, 0 losses, 15 wins coming by way of knockout TKO. Like I said earlier, he's coming off a win against Jorge Linares earlier this year, back in May. And now here he is to defend his regular WBC title against Jojo Diaz, who is the interim champion for the WBC. 29 years old from California, 32-1, 1 draw, 15 wins coming by way of knockout TKO. Coming off a very good win against Javier Fortuna back in July. This fight will surprise people, in my opinion. I think it will shock a lot of people. I feel like Jojo Diaz has improved over the years. Him moving up in weight, I think, has helped him more, in my opinion, instead of him staying at 126 pounds back in, when was that, 2018 is when I saw him. I saw that fight live in person, and I could see him, the way he fights, the speed isn't really there, at least in comparison to Gary Russell. But he's been struggling to make weight at 130 a couple years ago, and when he moved out to 135, I feel like that definitely helped him better. And for this fight, I think he will make it very competitive. I think he might edge it. I'm still leaning towards Devin Haney. Devin Haney is 23 years old. He's still young. He's not in his prime yet in comparison to Joseph Diaz, who in my opinion is in his prime already. Devin Haney is still growing into his prime. He has years and years. He's years away from being into his prime. Devin Haney should be able to go out there and box Diaz, land those big, cleaner punches, but Diaz will be the busier fighter, in my opinion. And depending on the judges, how they look at it, there will be a lot of close rounds in this fight. And I think Haney will still edge the win, but I'm not counting out Diaz. I'm like 55-45 in favor of Devin Haney, and I'm leaning towards Haney because of his boxing skill set. But like I said, there's a very good chance that Diaz might edge it. I won't be surprised if he wins. I mean, he shocked me already in the last fight. We'll see what he can bring to the table in this fight, but it should be a good one, man. It's gonna be a great fight, great weekend of boxing. Looking forward to all these fights. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And like always, have a great day. Alright, thanks. And I'm picking Haney 7 rounds to 5 going the distance. I don't think anybody's getting knocked out. Let me know your thoughts. Alright, thanks.